11. That's how many high school games Yaxel Lenderborg played before the basketball world filed him under anonymous. 11 chances, then 3 silent seasons that should have buried every dream he had. Fast forward, and the Golden State Warriors, a franchise obsessed with rings, not rehab projects, just called his name at pick 11, trusting him to stretch the twilight of Stephen Curry and ignite whatever comes next. How does a kid with almost no resume crash the NBA's most selective party? The short answer, a reckless level of resilience. The full answer, packed with academic exile, desert boot camps, draft night theatrics, and a controversy that nearly nuked everything, unfolds right now. And by the end, you'll wonder why anyone still bets against this guy. Pennsauken, New Jersey, isn't stamped on many NBA passports. It's wedged between Philly's skyline and Camden's rough edges. Blue collar, spotlight free, a place where you build your own stage or die unknown. Yaxel's parents had already written basketball into his DNA. Both represented the Dominican Republic on national teams. Bloodlines guarantee nothing, though, when a GPA craters. Freshman year, academic trouble benched him. Sophomore season, same penalty. Junior campaign, Groundhog Day. While rivals filmed mixtapes under strobe lights, Yaxel pushed a mop around silent gyms, reputation evaporating. A guidance counselor finally pulled him aside. Division I dreams look good on Instagram, she warned, but reality says junior college. If you're lucky. That single sentence lit a fuse he's been carrying ever since. Arizona Western College in Yuma, Arizona, sits inside a furnace where summer temperatures flirt with 120 degrees. Farm fields, chain restaurants, and an arena that doubles as a rodeo ground. Perfect place to disappear or reinvent. Lenderborg chose reinvention. 5 a.m. sand-dune sprints, afternoon classes, evening waits, midnight film study in a dorm the size of a parking space. Every road game meant 7-hour bus rides and a brown bag dinner, yet he never missed the 10 p.m. tutoring block he'd scheduled for himself. No more eligibility scares, he vowed. By December, he owned the program Rebound record and a new nickname, the Vacuum. Rumor says a fistfight over missed box outs nearly drove him to transfer. He shrugs it off. Coaches half confirm it. Either way, he finished the season as the most ferocious 6'9" forward nobody was scouting. Across 30 games, exactly 2 NBA employees showed up. They left with scribbles like motor for days and jumps passing lanes like a guard. They weren't ready to talk lottery yet, but they couldn't forget the name. One of those scouting notes landed on the desk of UAB assistant Ryan Cross. A single phone call vaulted Lenderborg from Cactus Land to Birmingham's buzzing campus. Day 1, he blocked 3 shots, stole 2 passes, and outran the roster in suicides. The staff knew quietly, we just stole one. Year 1 ended with AAC Defensive Player of the Year and First Team honors. Year 2 detonated every remaining doubt, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, nearly 4 combined steals and blocks. He entered the microscopic club of players who record 600 points, 400 rebounds, and 150 assists in a season. A list previously reserved for Draymond Green and Ben Simmons. Twitter loved it. Rumor mills loved it even more. Agegate chatter surfaced. He looks too polished, maybe he's 23 posing as 21. A birth certificate killed the rumor, yet the whisper only magnified his mystique. Big boards inked him top 15. That's when Lenderborg flipped the script with 2 words, I'm staying. Transferring to Michigan under newly hired Dusty May wasn't lateral. It was a science experiment. May handed him the keys to the offense. Gone were the padded elbows on the low block. In came spread pick and rolls, transition push-ahead passes, even step-back threes. The line morphed to 15 points, 7 boards, 3 assists on 37% shooting from deep, but numbers missed the emotion. 2 weeks before the opener, his grandmother, who taught him to bank shots on a cracked driveway hoop, passed away. He taped her initials to his sneakers and poured in 26 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists. Behind every box score, Michigan built anecdotes that never made SportsCenter. At 6 a.m. on off days, he'd drag freshmen to the gym, barking game reps only while they shot in near darkness. Trainers swear he asked for every defensive coverage in the playbook, then filmed himself explaining it back to build what he called muscle memory for the mind. He even rewrote the team's pre-practice stretch routine, adding a yoga-inspired sequence he'd picked up from YouTube during JUCO nights. Little things, big ripple. Michigan's injury rate plummeted, and players credited Lenderborg's warm-up tweak. The season snowballed. Big Ten Player of the Year, consensus All-American top 5 defense anchored by a switch everything menace. Michigan cut down the nets in April, snapping a 26-year title drought. Their run wasn't a Cinderella sprint, it was a gauntlet. Sweet 16, he smothered Duke's 5-out offense by fronting the post and stripping guards 30 feet from the hoop. Elite 8, he drilled the go-ahead corner 3 with 18 seconds left. In the Final Four, he delivered 22 points, 12 boards, 6 assists, 3 rim-rattling blocks, and a coast-to-coast dagger that still haunts Houston. National champ, draft stock screaming. Only drama left, where he'd be called. Mock drafts pegged him 7 to Portland, 8 to Charlotte, maybe 9 to Orlando. Cameras locked on his marble-carved expression as picks rolled by. 7, 8, 9, 10. Social media barked, medical flag, character issue, what's happening? Backstage whispers suggested Golden State had issued a stealth promise days earlier. At pick 11, GM Mike Dunleavy Jr. finally stepped to the mic. The Golden State Warriors select Yaxel Lendeborg. The mini-slide wasn't panic, it was chess. Dunleavy raved about a 7'4" wingspan, plus defensive instincts, and a mind that processes the game 2 frames ahead. Translation, part Draymond, part Iggy, with a sprinkle of Scotty Barnes. Golden State didn't need a rookie who might bloom in 4 years. They needed a contributor right now who can also anchor life after Curry. They believe they found both. The evidence arrived in Las Vegas, where July heat cooks asphalt like stovetops. Game 1, 19 points on 8 for 11, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 0 turnovers. One possession went viral. He poked the ball loose from a jitterbug guard at midcourt, Euro stepped around a lumbering center, then fired a no-look to a corner sniper without even needing one dribble to gather. Scouts love tape, algorithms love numbers. He satisfied both, averaging 17, 8, and 5 on 60% shooting across 5 games. Steve Kerr gushed about his preloaded IQ, noting how he tagged the roller before vets even called switches. Lenderborg smiled and said he was maybe 80% of where he wants his lungs. If that's the appetizer, the entree could terrorize the Western Conference. Regular season reality hits harder than Vegas exhibitions. Lenderborg now walks into a locker room crowded with urgent agendas. Curry chasing time, Draymond policing culture, Clay battling his body, and kids like Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and Trace Jackson Davis clawing for minutes. His personal roadmap? First, become a 40% corner 3 sniper via the Warriors shooting lab. Second, guard 1 through 5 well enough to sniff all defensive votes. Third, memorize Draymond's read and react playbook before Draymond inevitably chews him out on national TV. Pressure? Sure, but his biography is basically pressure therapy. Academic exile, junior college oblivion, 2-time reinvention, draft night chess match. Another leap fits the pattern. Away from hardwood, he's already plotting bigger footprints. He's collaborating with a Newark nonprofit to fund SAT prep courses. I'm living proof grades can block the court, he tells kids. Sponsorship agencies pitched quick cash sneaker deals. He politely parked them, choosing instead to launch a signature camp in Santo Domingo first. And he still FaceTimes his old JUCO coach weekly, ending every call with the same sign-off. Vacuum still cleaning. Remember those first 11 games? They were supposed to forecast a ceiling. Instead, they became the prologue to a saga that refuses to end politely. Every level demanded a new incarnation. Suspended student, desert rebound monster, mid-major Swiss Army knife, Big 10 point forward, and now cornerstone of a dynasty's delicate extension. Odds makers keep daring him to fail. History keeps cashing his checks. The NBA's next chapter will write itself soon enough, but one wager already feels reckless. Betting against Yaxel Lenderborg. Enjoyed the ride? Hit subscribe and stay locked in. The stories that shape the league are rarely the ones splashed across the scoreboard. See you in the next deep dive.